Most men who train calisthenics over 35 don't plateau because they are too old. They plateau because they train the same way they did at 25. More intensity, more volume, but not more results, and maybe more injuries. But after 35, your body stops rewarding sheer hard work. If your joints hurt, your progress has stalled, or your motivation is disappearing, it's not because bodyweight training has stopped working. It's because your approach needs to evolve. The biggest mistake I see is men constantly trying to jump ahead and trying harder exercises before mastering the basics. They keep doing more sessions without enough recovery, they ignore mobility, and they train around the pain instead of addressing the issue. And eventually the body pushes back. Your elbows hurt, your shoulders tighten up, and your strength stops improving. And mentally you start feeling old, but the issue isn't your age. It's accumulated fatigue, poor progression, and weak foundations. After 35, recovery becomes one of the biggest factors in strength progress. Slow recovery doesn't mean you can't get stronger. It just means that your training needs to be planned with more precision. The men who keep progressing after 35 are not the ones who chase intensity every session. They're the ones who build foundations patiently. They master movement quality, they recover properly, and they progress step by step. Your body doesn't care where resistance comes from, whether it comes from weights or your own body, but bodyweight strength requires something more. Joint integrity, tendon adaptation, and nervous system coordination. That's why trying to rush progress is the fastest way to plateau. Ironically, the fastest long-term progress you can expect comes from slowing down. So most men need fewer workouts and more quality repetitions. Better sleep, better mobility, better consistency, and better recovery management. So here's the mindset you need to adopt. Don't train to beat your personal best at every workout. Train to still be progressing 10 years from now. And here are 5 things that will help you with that. First, master the basics first. Clean your push-ups, clean your rows, work on your mobility. Second, stop training to failure all the time. Leave 1 or 2 reps in the tank. Focus on clean reps. Third, track your training. A lot of people plateau because they don't track. They keep doing the same thing again and again that doesn't work for them, but they can't see it because they don't track. Fourth, prioritize recovery like it's part of training, because it is. Sleep, nutrition, stretching, active recovery, etc. And fifth, stop comparing yourself to younger athletes. Your goal is not to prove anything, your goal is sustainable athleticism, so you don't need to and shouldn't train like a teenager. You want to train like a man who wants to stay strong, capable, and pain-free for decades to come. The truth is, your best physical years don't have to be behind you, but after 35, training becomes less about volume and intensity and more about planning and wisdom. Build patiently, recover properly, and respect each progression, and your body will keep rewarding you for years. So you probably noticed that I do a lot of exercises with resistance bands, and that's because they are an amazing tool to build strength and mobility and train your joints and tendons safely, and that's especially important after 35. So this is why I've built a complete library of workouts, tutorials, and exercises that you can do at home with resistance bands. It's completely free, and you can get access by following the link in the description. I'll see you next time for more tips about how to rebuild a strong and athletic body after 35 and for many decades. See you.